So, books in Wicca, or witchcraft, or whatever you're gonna do, magicalness, if you will, are essential. They are the building blocks. Without them, you can't be versatile. Like, there's this post I made about witchcraft on a budget, and, like, it's from this book. The Magical Almanac of 2010. And, it talks about being a witch on a budget. And almanacs you can never go wrong with, because their spells and their rituals and their meanings and stuff are always useful, even after the year's over. Now, if you're a dark pagan, which basically just means you use the night and things like that to help you in your magic, or you feel more connected to the night, so you use your magic at night, it's like, I would suggest this. The Gothic Grimoire by Constantinos. It's actually a really good book. It tells you how to connect with the night, how to initiate yourself, form a nocturnal coven, expand your intuition and night vision, create a nocturnal servant, which is basically a servitor, but I don't use them. Perform simple exorcisms, which are helpful, and descend into the underworld. Now, before you think, oh, the underworld's evil, the underworld just basically means the ancient land from before. Overall, this book's good. Spellcasting's by Sister Moon. I wouldn't suggest this book because the spells are good, don't get me wrong, but she basically just wants you to buy her oils and stuff from it. So it's basically just like a buying catalog. And it's all expensive, and so I wouldn't suggest it unless you're just going to use the spells, because that's what I did. I just substituted it. The 2010 Witch's Companion, this doesn't have any, like, spells in it, but it does have some good information, like how to make beads, and when not to cast a spell, and then color magic, which magic has no color, but it just says, like, what colors stimulate the mind and all that junk. It's good. I would suggest it. Basically anything by, I hope it's Llewellyn or Lillywellen or whatever, anything by them is really good. Now, as you can tell, this book's really thin. That's because I put most of the pages in my Book of Shadows, because it's a spell day almanac from last year, and it's really good. It shows you a whole bunch of spells that you could use years and years from now. It's helpful. Instant Magic by Christopher Penczak. I hope I said that right. Overall, it wasn't a good book, but that's just my opinion. I don't find what he said work, like, I don't find it helpful to me, but that's just me. Protection and Reversal Magic by Jason Miller. This book is good. It shows you how to reverse a curse that was put on you and how to use defensive magic. Overall, it was like 4 out of 5 stars. Anything by Raymond Buckland. If you, this is kind of controversial or whatever, but Aleister Crowley's books are good. But some people will disagree with me because they think his teachings are twisted, which even if they are or not, he did add a lot of knowledge into the magical community. And then Silver Ravenwolf, I would not ever suggest, because I've read some of her work, and it was a big facepalm. Anything by Scott Cunningham, I guess, but I don't suggest, like, I don't like his books, because he's more of a, I don't know what type of path he follows, but, it's not the same as mine, and I found his really confusing. But that's just me. A lot of people like his books. The only book that I would find helpful by Silver Ravenwolf would be To Ride a Silver Broomstick, which itself isn't very helpful. Any book that you find comfortable reading and that you find comfortable putting into your own workings, like the knowledge inside it, I would buy it. I wouldn't steal it because stealing is wrong. Like, unless you are in like dire need of food or something, I would never suggest stealing. But I would suggest getting any book you feel comfortable with putting into your workings. That's it about books.